I'm so empathetic to those who are homeless, but like watching your channel, it gives you a really sober perspective on the unfixability of the problem.
I don't think it's fixable. I mean, there are people who do climb out of it. I've interviewed 9,000 people, and I can probably name 10 of them that have done it. But for the most part, the reason I'm doing these talks is about prevention, so that maybe the next generation of children can not fall into the same traps that these people did. And maybe we can do things to keep them safe from that. But trying to fix these people, I when I first started, I was trying to, Jimmy, let me help you get into rehab and all that. It's like I got conned and played so many times by so many people, and I just wasted so much money. So I'm not saying no one is fixable. There are some that are, but the ones that actually do it on their own. They just disappear one day. They get fed up with their own bullshit. They hole up for 6 months or whatever, and then you see them again, and they look like a healthy person, and they're like, "Yeah, I got clean," and they have a story to tell.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know more about those 180s that you've seen.
Yeah, I've posted them, but they get a quarter of the views.
Huh.
People like the train wrecks.
Wow.
They're on my channel. They're on there, but look for the videos that have the least views. And that's the feel good stories. Human nature.
Yeah, anybody who's familiar with your channel, no doubt, is familiar with Rebecca. I've watched. I mean, I can't even tell you how many.
Rebecca's a star.
One of the stars of your channel. Yeah. What's drawn you to that character, and why do you think
we just kind of click? I mean, we get along. We used to get along. Sometimes I think he's getting tired of me, and I'm getting tired of him. Her, sorry. For those that don't know, Rebecca is a homeless, transgender, crystal meth addicted trans woman from Egypt. From Egypt, yeah, Cairo. Oh. But his I've tried to get him housing, I think 2-3 times, and he botched that up badly. I made him a star, so now he could easily just be doing a podcast or doing some kind of show about entertainment or celebrities or fashion or music or all of the above. He'd be an instant millionaire if he did this. He just cannot get it together. I've given him phones, he loses them within hours. He just cannot get it together. Last a week ago, I got in contact with his best friend from childhood, and I was willing to fly her out to L.A. to meet with Rebecca, and Rebecca was all excited on the phone, and then the same thing with his dad. So I have Rebecca's father's phone number too, and I was gonna put them all together, but Rebecca just disappears.
And she's in her 20s, right?
27.
Wow.
And it's raining right now in LA. I can guarantee you Rebecca is shoeless, walking around in the cold, wearing a shred of fabric for clothing.
What do you think it takes to I don't know,
it's a mental health thing. It's not just drugs. Drugs are certainly a huge part of the story, but there's a mental health problem too. And I'm sure the family must know about these videos by now. How could they not? And even if they don't, the fact that we made this connection recently, you would think they would just jump on that, but they've probably been through their share of BS from Rebecca. I've been through tons of it, and I'm not even
must be so frustrating.
A family member. It's super frustrating. Super frustrating. There's video. I don't want to throw Rebecca under the bus, but the most embarrassing bad fuck ups you can ever have.
Well, she's obviously brilliant.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Unbelievably funny, tuned into music and fashion,
pop culture
and movies and all that. Yeah. Unbelievable. Super talented. And such a fun personality when he's sharp and somewhat positive. Even when he's not, when he's negative, it's also kind of snarky and fun. Just an amazing personality, made for being a huge success. But it takes more than just talent. He's got tremendous talent, but he has no discipline at all. He's so super self-indulgent, like self-indulgent to a point where you just can't deal with him anymore. I was letting him sleep in my studio for a couple of weeks. And there's like 2 separate weeks, he would just sleep on my sofa. And there was literally a pile of cigarette butts and just wrappers and crap all around the sofa that he was staying in. I won't.
Yeah.
It was pretty horrible. And like no effort to like clean or do anything or help in any way. But it's a mental illness thing, and drugs too. Because if he wasn't on drugs and maybe got his brain chemistry stabilized, he'd be a lovely person. There's a video I did with Rebecca. It's my favorite. He doesn't like it. She doesn't like it, but I do. I think it's the 3rd video I ever did with Rebecca. She had just come out of a hospital, and maybe they put some drugs in his system that mellowed him out, but he was such a likable, kind-hearted human being. It was just beautiful to watch. That's the Rebecca I still have in my head that I am hoping will emerge one day.
Well, you have to want to change, right? Like,
You have to want to change. And Rebecca has zero desire to change.
Zero desire.
Zero. If I even bring up drugs, like that, new topic, doesn't want to talk about it.
Is it just because for a drug addict, it's like Skid Row it's like a wonderland?
It's a wonderland. The cops won't stop you. They'll just cruise right by. You'll see a cop car like sitting at a light, and there'll be 5 people with smoking 4 different drugs right there, right in front of the cop, and nobody's even shy about it. It's crazy.
Why do you think LA attracts? I mean, obviously we have really great weather here, but like,
yeah, it's the weather.
Is it the weather?
I think. Well, I mean, that's why they're not in Minnesota.
Was it your channel? I feel like maybe there was somebody on your channel talking about how the rehabs here, like the resorts, they incentivize people to come from all over the.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of that going on too, and then there's the body brokering, where the rehabs work with the insurance companies to just get more money for each addict that they bring in, and then they just churn them out and they bring somebody else in, and they're basically just rotating.
It's like an assembly line, and
an assembly line, yeah, just so they can make money off the insurance.
Wow.
And then even the homeless problem, there's a tremendous amount of money that's put into all the organizations, all the financial organizations that are trying to help. Those are just financial institutions that are worried more about the money that they're being paid, because these people are making hundreds of thousands of dollars to do these jobs. If they've solved the actual problem, it's kind of like, I think it was on a video I watched on your channel, like medicine. Like, you would think doctors are here to make you healthy, and it seems very often that doctors are here to just make money. So rather than helping you with your diet and your exercise and your lifestyle and all that, they're just going to give you a medication, and you're going to be using that for the rest of your life, and everybody keeps their bills paid.
It depends on the doctor, but yeah.
No, there are exceptions for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, there are doctors who are doing things for the right reasons. But I ran into some stories recently, like, Jesus, like, unbelievable.
Oh yeah. I mean, certainly there are many doctors that just essentially function as drug dealers, but there are also some that, I mean, I just had back surgery, and it was a miracle for me. Super grateful for that. Have you ever sat down with like one of these like politicians, whether
I stay away from politics.
Yeah.
And religion.
Smart.
Yeah, I just find those conversations don't ever go anywhere.
But I feel like you would have such valuable insights. Like, who knows that the
well,
landscape?
I mean, to me, the problem would look like something like, look at South Central LA. There's all these people in these communities that are just strapped to make money. The fathers are out of the picture. The moms are trying to support if they can. And the kids are usually kind of very often in gangs or in trouble or whatever. And it's like, you know, and the people in the wealthy parts of town look at that and like these, you know, they just, nobody wants to give those communities money so that maybe they could give these people more hope and better education and more prospects for helping their future. It's just I don't know what the solution is. Human beings are just greedy.
Hey, if you liked that video, you need to check out this one here, and I'll see you there.